There we go. We in?
Mhm.
You got us? Okay. I think we're good. Hello and welcome everybody. Good evening. I'm Tammy. It's my hubby Lance. We are the Journey to Keto and we are ready to get everybody going for the week. So we have lots going on this week. So we're super busy. We're on crunch time for KetoCon. So anybody heading to Hack Your Health, a few announcements about it. It's last call to use the coupons for the tickets. So JTK 50 is going to save you $50 off of the entry price of your ticket. And I just want to say, if there's any of them you're going to go to this year, this is the one that is worth the effort. It is worth the money. It is worth getting there because the lineup that Robin has at Hack Your Health this year is phenomenal. There is no place you're going to go that you're going to be under the same roof as your favorite doctors, your favorite lecturers, your favorite coaches, your favorite everything is going to be under this roof. There's a wealth of knowledge going to be shared in this. So this is where bring a notebook, bring your tape recorder, bring your phone that you can hit recording on, whatever version of things that you still use, bring it because it's going to be more knowledge than your brain can handle at one time. So just show up, do that. I can't wait to get there. We're coming down crunch time. We're going to show you some tips and tricks of how we're going to do this moving on and what to be prepared for as we get there. So it's going to be fun. Next thing, we want to announce our June classes for our group coaching. Sign up is open. You can get in now and save your spot. And I just want to clarify a few things. We had some glitches last week show up. You can get in and save your spot. Your credit card will not bill until May 27th. So that's going to give me the few days to get everybody in class, everybody in the groups that they need to be in, and anybody juggled around that doesn't want in it moved out, and the people that do want in it moved in. So that's going to give me those few days, but you can get over for June now, hold your spot now. And that just helps me out a little bit. It lets me get some work done ahead of time. So everybody doesn't come in at one time and me trying to juggle everybody around. So it just would help me out a little bit. If you want in, save your spot now. And again, your credit card will bill on the 27th of the month. And that will get you in for the first week of June. How we're doing it is you will get what that price gets you in is the first 4 weeks of that month. So if there happens to be a 5th week or a 5th day, that one's not counted. So we won't have any class on that, but there is 4 classes for each time frame scheduled for each month. So that is where it doesn't matter what day if you come in on the 27th or the 28th or the 31st, you're still going to get 4 classes that month. I left enrollment open a little bit this week or this month just because I needed some other people that I didn't have enough people in classes. So it was one of those, I left it open and it screwed everything up a little bit because people came in on the 6th or the 7th and then assuming that their payment wouldn't be due again till the next for 30 days till the 7th. So it just keeps me running behind. So that's why we're just kind of hitting pause on all of it. You're going to bill on the 27th. That way it gets everybody in. Hold your spot first, get in there. I will see that you're coming in and signing in, but it will not bill your credit card until the 27th is what we're trying to make sure it happens if the electronic gods are in line with us. So June classes, how did everybody navigate for Mother's Day? Let us know, check in, give me the update on how you all did when you went to a function. Did you notice your brain health being any different? Did the stimulus still get you? Did those addictions come knocking? Or did you walk in and you were fine? Did you go eating first, or did you go being hungry, or did you go kind of full and felt good? So give me a quick check-in. Let's get through this so we can see how everybody did and see how I can help everybody. I'll start. Lance and I went to everybody this Mother's Day. We got to make the run. So we got up, served at church in the morning, kept us busy. So the food wasn't a big deal. We served at church in the morning, went straight from there to his family, went in, we ate the things there that we could. She had hamburgers, hot dogs. There was even lasagna and all kinds of good stuff. So we did good, put the meat on our plate. Lance had a little splurge there. His little happy spot was some, what's it called? Pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie. So
I can't pass that up. I just had to.
He had it. He made his choice, and that's okay. He had his little sliver and pecan pie, and we moved on. Then we left there and got chicken and JoJo's to go. I don't know if some people don't have JoJo's. We have potato wedges that my family all love. So we stopped and picked up the chicken, the JoJo's, and the coleslaw. So we got to my parents then, and we got to celebrate with my mama. And we had the chicken and the coleslaw and let everybody else have the JoJo's. And then we came home and my daughter had Bug made a keto chow dessert.
Oh my.
that was like cream cheese with a thing of cream or keto chow in it. And I think it was a total of 6 carbs for the whole pack. And we all ate from it. So it could have been less than 1 or 2 carbs a piece. And we just, little scoop of
little
it.
tiny things.
It wasn't enough, no big deal, but it was enough that it felt like a treat.
Yep.
And got in the hot tub and kind of relaxed it out for the evening. And that was our Mother's Day. So we went quick, we handled it, but we never stopped all day yesterday. It was just crazy, but it was great. So we got to celebrate with both mamas and
yep, it was a good
see my
time.
daughters and my kids and everybody. So this mama's heart was full. So we're good. So come on in, Sue, come and check in. Tell us how a win, a struggle, and how your Mother's Day went.
Mother's Day was fine. We didn't do anything. We went to church. I had made some chicken wings in the oven on Saturday, so we had leftover chicken wings, which were really good. I'll do it a little different the next time, but they were good. Then I went out and sprayed weeds in the driveway. So, hey, no big deal here.
Good.
But we did okay. I'm struggling a little bit with the fast this time. I mean, I'm ready to cave in already, and I still got 30 or 40 hours, so I'm trying not to, but
did you get your fats in you yesterday, do you think, or during the day, or
did I get what?
Your fats and everything in you before you started? Or did you start a little rough?
Probably not, because I had 7 of the chicken wings, either the thigh part or I had 7 pieces, so each chicken wing was in 2. So no, I probably didn't.
And you'll notice a difference in that. So you'll notice as your chemistry shifts, when you go into a fast a little, not quite hitting your mark, it makes the fast go a little bit rougher. So you just got to listen to your body. And if you need to, fall forward, go to the bone broth, go to something like that if you need to get you over a hurdle.
Okay. Yeah. I went to the butter in the coffee. That seems to help.
There you go.
So, but other than that, we're fine. Just trying to keep busy and not be bored. I think that gets to be the hardest thing.
Well, if you're bored, can you come to my house? Because I have lots of things I could keep you busy. Come on.
Yeah, I bet you could.
I need lots of help. Do you know how to do back end a website? Come on.
No, but I had 20 years in office experience.
Well, hey,
there you go.
You're hired. I don't know. We'll put another seat over here beside my secretary.
It might be a long commute.
A little bit.
But no, I'm fine. I'm struggling with that, and I'm going, I got a whole nother day of this. So
go do something you enjoy. Go do something you thoroughly like to do and something you'll enjoy, and it'll help you get through that struggle.
That's why we walked tonight. I got to do something.
Yeah.
So, and I think we're going to have some rain off and on tomorrow. So, oh well, we'll do it.
Well, good job. We're proud of you sticking with it, Sue. You're doing great.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, Jeff, come on in. I love your puppy. Jeff, I seen you in class today. You were doing great. So we got you muted here. Let's unmute you.
He's trying to get there.
He's trying. Puppy needs attention. There you go.
Yeah, so somebody's got to try to make her appearance so grandma can see her.
Yeah.
Spoiled butt.
Well, move your hand off the camera so grandma.
I know what I see. Yeah, she's making her appearance, aren't you, baby? She's my walking buddy. She's been my walking buddy for almost 2 years now.
That's awesome. That's that's an incentive to get a lot of people moving. So good job, Jeff.
She was my partner when I started at 400, probably 12.
Wow.
No, actually, I got her in March of 2022. So I was probably about 430 when I got her.
Wow.
So by the time we were in a car wreck in October of that year, I was 412. So she's probably helped me drop. She probably helped me drop about 15 pounds by then.
And that's a great incentive.
Probably 15 to 20, because she kept me walking, and we still walk. We still trail walk and everything. So the only thing I'm struggling with, like you said, eating the fat, and I'm not hungry. I struggle to eat right now because I'm not hungry. I told Mom that earlier. I said, I'm not hungry, Mom. I didn't eat till 1 o'clock today because I'm just not hungry. I'm doing my water and my salt, and I'm not hungry.
Okay. If you've already hit your fat macros,
but I'm not. That's the problem. I'm not even getting close to them.
Okay, was you hitting it though? We need to figure out, are you just not hungry that we need to stop you and wake up ghrelin? Or do we need to back you up, get you backed up to get those fat-based hormones woke up? Or are you already past that stage and you're ready to skip a meal and go into 2 meals a day or OMAD?
I'm at 2 meals a day. Like today I had a pack of cheese after class, and then I had some buffalo chicken salad for supper, and that's all I've had, and I won't eat again probably till noon or later tomorrow.
Okay, but you're not understanding my question. I need to know, was you hitting all your macros at 2 and 3 meals a day to where we've had time to wake up those fat-based hormones, or
yeah,
you passed that stage and you're ready to squeeze that eating window tighter and move on?
Yeah, I mean, I was hitting those macros.
Okay, so that tells me that when you go to eat, are you feeling hungry?
Yeah, no. I eat when I am hungry. I mean, yes, yeah, but I'll eat I can eat 3 hot dogs from Speedway and I'm fine until I get home at 6 o'clock at night, and then I eat between 12 and 6.
Okay,
and I don't eat the rest of the day.
Then I would probably encourage you to start closing your eating window. And I would encourage you, don't have a snack, don't have a little bit of cheese, don't have a little bit of anything. If you're hungry enough to eat a meal and make it a full meal until you're satiated and full and hitting those macros. And if hopefully then you're not hungry, and then you can skip the meals and stuff like that, because that's going to start closing that eating window for you.
Well, that's usually 3 hot dogs is enough for me, and then I'm eat whatever. I know you like some sausage and eggs when I get home, and then I'm good.
Okay, but how far apart is that eating window? If that's
6 hours.
Okay, then we're going to want to try to tighten that up. And then the next step in it's going to be to start cleaning up some of those meats. So instead of a hot dog, maybe have some whole burger, some real whole meat that doesn't have fillers and stuff in it. So hot dogs are going to keep your carbs up a little bit more. It's going to keep you not as satiated and full. So maybe swap those out for pure hamburger. Just pure burger. Doesn't have to be a steak, doesn't have to be anything expensive, but just swap out the hot dog for some good burger. We do it.
Sometimes I'll go get quarter pounder cheeseburgers from McDonald's, eat them without no bun.
Okay.
Is that better?
That's better. That's good too. I just don't, there's not a fast food restaurant that I trust. So most of their meats, I would struggle saying that I trust them. So as you get cleaner, Walmart has 100% beef Angus burgers that are $20 for 12 third-pound patties. They're excellent.
Okay.
They are so easy. You can throw them in an air fryer. You can throw them on the grill, cook them up ahead, eat them cold. They're too easy.
Right.
They're so easy. But it'll be your next step. And just the more nutrition and dense nutrition we can get in you, the easier it's going to be to tighten that eating window, because you're going to stay fuller longer. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I'm just not that. I'm just not hungry. I try to get fat macros up higher for this week and see what happens.
Yeah.
But it's just I'm just not hungry. It's because I was thinking adding something like tea or something. Would that help? Like adding creamer to tea, or
creamer's not your
unsweet
answer to
tea
add
in the morning, or
no.
butter?
Well, I mean, if you want something to drink in the morning, you can. I mean, that's no big deal, but I wouldn't add any fat or anything to it, because that's just going to open your eating window and extend it. So as soon as calories go in, your eating window starts.
Yes.
So we want
like a butter in a morning coffee, your eating window is open.
So,
okay, I didn't know. Okay, that's what I was wondering.
If you don't eat anything else until supper that night, you have a 8-hour eating window.
Okay.
Because you started off with butter in your coffee, that whole window is open then.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. So I would try to tighten that window up a little bit, and let's see how you do as we tighten that up, because if you're truly fat adapted and not hungry right now, then we could tighten that eating window up. Let's get you down to either 2 meals a little bit closer together, maybe 2 meals 4 hours apart or 3 hours apart, something like that. Let's try to tighten that up and see how you feel then. And still but if you're opening up to or closing up to a 3 or 4 hour eating window, I still want you to do a meal, then zip it, and a meal. That
Okay.
doesn't give you a 4-hour
Okay.
grazing window.
Yeah, don't graze the whole time
Don't-
through those 4 hours.
You
Right.
eat until you're full,
Right.
stop and eat until you're full.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying not to do the snacks in between,
Good.
Yep.
Perfect.
except for water. I mean, flavored water I drink. I don't drink plain water.
Well, outside your eating window, you can have all the water, salt water, regular water, all the black coffee and black tea that you want. If you use a
Okay.
soda stream
Okay.
and you're making your own flavored water with just a little bit of essential oils or something like that, you can use a soda stream and have the fizzy water doesn't harm you either. Now, if you're drinking pre-made soda waters that have flavor in them, you have to be very careful because the natural flavors in those can be anything. They are legally allowed to use whatever they want to flavor. They can call it natural flavor. So I can't vouch for them because I make my own because it ain't worth the hassle trying to figure it out. It's as a treat once in a while, it would be okay, but I would struggle. I wouldn't want you to do that every day.
Well, that's one thing about switching to unsweet tea.
There you go. If you can go to unsweet
That's what I was
tea,
going to do instead of doing the water. Just do that.
That'll work.
we'll still do water, but swap out the flavored waters for unsweet tea if you want to.
Okay.
All right. Good job, Jeff. I'm
All
proud
right.
of you. Good job today.
Thanks.
Come on in, Olivia, our in-house rock star.
Hi, everybody. So last week the fast went really well. I ended up with a DBR 5 and
Say that again. So the
5
people in the back row can hear you.
and my ketones were 8.5. But the Mother's Day went really well. My son, it was at one of my son's homes, and he grilled some salmon and some steak, and also some asparagus wrapped with bacon. And they were the little skinny ones, so he like tied 3 of them together with bacon, and he grilled those as well.
That'd be good.
And then I made a zucchini squash keto casserole for everybody, and
Nice.
they all liked it. I had a tiny little spoonful of the squash casserole that I made, and then I had the salmon and the steak and the asparagus. I kind of cheated on my carnivore with ketovore.
Yeah.
But there was dessert, and I wasn't tempted at all this time.
Good.
So it went really well that way. And there was ice cream as well, and I didn't get tempted with that either. So then because we had all of that around 2:00 and we were finished around, everybody was done with the meal by 3-ish or so. I didn't want to start my fast then because I wanted to start my fast with the sardines. And so I waited until this morning. So this morning I started I'm going to go ahead and do another 72 and go from there.
Good job. Nice work. And just so anybody watching, just know Olivia is a pro. She's definitely a veteran. She's 5 years in on this, and she knows her chemistry, and she's done the work to where she knows exactly what her chemistry needs to do. She's working on the brain health still. She's working on the immune system still. She's doing all that deep work right now, but she can master that. And she literally had a DBR of 5. And that is what happens when your chemistry gets well. And she's healing, she's hitting autophagy, she's hitting all of the things that we want to do. She's reversing disease, she's doing it. And that's exactly what we want our body to get to. She's the goal for all of us, is to do that. Olivia, I'm proud of you for setting your fast up properly. We kind of did the same thing today because we usually start on Sunday, and between all the different foods yesterday and things that we didn't control or couldn't control, we started today with our mackerel. And we started and we're going to get started. That's starting our 72. So we a week or a day off, ending it, but that's okay. If we make it to 72, we'll keep going. If not, we'll still finish on Wednesday. It's just, it works in our schedule that way. But again, it's learning to navigate the process to the best of your abilities for your family right now, or your body, or wherever your chemistry is at. So that is awesome. Good job. Any questions? Anybody not sure where we're at?
Everybody's kind of
I was going to say, we're short and
kinda
sweet.
quiet
We're
tonight.
quiet. Any questions over on Facebook?
nope.
Anybody type
Or
it
YouTube,
or you
Yeah,
yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube. If
not
anybody,
Facebook.
if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in over there. We can help.
Oh, somebody
Oh,
jump
got
in.
somebody popping in. While she's getting in, I will tell you another little exciting thing we have going on. We have a new affiliate. And I already dropped juice on the front of my shirt, but it's called Seek Jesus, and it's a new company we're affiliated with. So I will be sharing that post over. They have different sweatshirts and everything, and they all have the Think Jesus logo on them. And so Seek Jesus, Heaven Made. So they have some neat stuff. I will say it's very nice quality. It's not one of those sweatshirts that feels like it's gonna snag everything and get pilly and yucky. So I really do like it. So I will get my discount code and everything put over there that I get, and I'll be sharing that in the groups this week. But so far I'm liking it. It's really been fun. So come on in, Janet, come on in and say hi and tell us a little bit about your week. We went through everybody really quick today. So come on in.
Oh, well, I was trying to find the stuff and couldn't find it, but then I found my Zoom link in my Zoom thing, but then I had a passcode and I'm like, oh crap. So I put the Zoom link in the Facebook and then found the link and was able to get, I'm like, oh my gosh.
I can't figure out why sometimes that link is made so it's supposed to be one click and get you right in. I cannot figure. Are you on a phone by chance?
No, I'm on my laptop, but it has a passcode related to it. And if you remove your passcode, then it should just go right in.
Yeah, I don't understand
That's crazy.
I don't understand why one person it clicks right in and the next person gets trouble. So I apologize. So I don't know how to fix it. So come on in, tell us about your week. How'd your Mother's Day? How'd you navigate Mother's Day? How did all the things do?
I navigated Mother's Day very well.
Nice.
It was not what you would call a great Mother's Day. I have 3 children, and I feel like I'm pretty much estranged from all 3 of them actually for a long time because of my divorce, which happened 20 years ago. And they have apparently not ever developed a brain to figure it out. And all 3 of them used to work for their father. 2 of them still do, 1 does not. And anyways, my daughter, God bless her soul, I probably talked to her 5 times in the last year, and she sent me a Mother's Day card. So I thought, well, maybe she opened up the window a little bit. So I got her a Mother's Day gift and card and drove out 45 minutes to her house to give it to her. And yeah, not a good thing. So I gave her the gift and I told her, I said, you can throw it away. You can do whatever you want with it. You can put it in your car and take it all the way back to Columbus and drop it off at my house like she did the last gift for her son. I said, you do whatever you want. I said, you don't want me in your life? I won't be in your life. So I put my car in reverse and backed up, 1/4 mile drive, and got out of her driveway and left. And then I went to a girlfriend's house and had a great Mother's Day experience. So that was with her and her family, and that was wonderful. And my weekend was absolutely, since the last Thursday, I've been square dancing nonstop, Thursday night, all day Friday, all day Saturday. So that was wonderful experience. And I kind of blew it at the square dance convention because they had a big meal, and I didn't eat the salad, but I did eat some green beans and I did eat the sweet potatoes, which are highly oxalate laden. But I'm down to my goal weight and I didn't put any weight on. I want to maintain 135 and I was down to 133 this morning. So it didn't hurt me apparently, maybe, I don't know. But I can tell you, after my event with my daughter, I pulled out the side of the road and got my phone out and looked at my Dexcom thing. And I was like 169 or something. I was like, oh my gosh, that stuff just...
Ain't that crazy what cortisol does for you? There's a good lesson in that. So is everybody understanding what she's saying? She didn't eat anything. She didn't pull out the driveway and eat, but she has her Dexcom on. So when she pulled it out and can look at that, that is such a huge lesson to see. That is what stress does to your life. And it doesn't have to be because you ingested anything. It is literally stress in your life. So Janet, first of all, I want to say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And nobody wins in a divorce. And I have one of those in our family that I lost kids through 10 years of a divorce too. And there's no easy way for a mama's heart in that. And it's just, it hurts and it's hard. And I'll pray for you. And it's just nobody wins in a divorce. That is the biggest thing I always tell people is, we can all go through amicably and nobody still wins. It's just,
or you can go through it non-amicably and still nobody wins.
And still nobody wins.
Still nobody,
That's right. It's a no-win situation.
It's a no-win situation. It's one of those get through it and rebuild. And I will pray for healing and pray for bridges to be mended and hearts to be opened and softened. And all of
Yeah,
that for you because
20
there's
years, and that's people have been praying that. I've been praying that for a long time, and I'm done. I seriously am done. So when she wants to come back, I'm blocking her from Facebook, and I'm blocking her phone from my phone. I don't want to hear from her unless she comes to my door and has to talk. So
and sometimes we've got to learn to put boundaries up too. And as mamas, that's hard. And, you know, again, I applaud you, but the lesson in that is, as far as your health goes, I would encourage you that Dexcom just taught you a huge lesson of what that stress does. And it doesn't matter if that stress is coming from family, if it's coming from your job, if it's coming from whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter where that stress is coming from. When cortisol is that high, it really has you do some soul searching. And it's a big win to learn how to navigate that, because when you can see that a faculty meeting or a person in your life is causing that kind of stress on a continual basis, that is a direct effect on your health. So is this job worth it? Is this person is this relationship worth it? You have to weigh those things out and lay it down and let the Lord handle it. And it's a good way to help you navigate on what you're going to do in your life. You know, what matters, what boundaries need put up. It's not that you don't love them. It's not that you don't pray for them. It's none of that. It is, I need to put a boundary up to protect my health. And there's nothing wrong with that. So it's a learning step, and it's hard as a mama's heart. I know we're all fixers and lovers and all of that, but sometimes we got to stand up and say, you know what, it's time for me, and God will work the rest of the details out.
Mhm.
absolutely. He's got the bigger picture.
Yep.
All we see is the underneath side of the tapestry.
Yep.
But
And
on the
he can
other
see
side-
down the pike what's coming and what he's got in store and what he's got planned. And I remember that feeling of just feeling like, I mean, this is the first Mother's Day in 10 years I've had my kids back. And
Wow.
it's those moments of, it's 10 years of praying, 10 years of open hearts, but it's when I think we both all had to heal and grow. And it's a huge, huge moment and a blessing to have them back, and your mama's heart gets full, but it is hard to work through. So first of all, I'm sorry. And
We feel for you, definitely.
We do.
We understand what you're going through.
but stay strong, and your health matters. So that's the thing moving forward in it, is a little bit of green beans, a little bit of
Sweet potato.
sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes, yeah.
And lots of chicken. And then I had like 4 or 5 tabs of butter with my chicken. And people were like, she's just eating the butter. But I would take
Yeah.
a piece of butter and put it on my chicken and then eat that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So-
watch your carb count on your sweet potatoes, because those carbs still matter. You know, those carbs will still throw you off, but it's one of those things. If that was a treat or a special occasion or something like that, no harm, no foul. You got this. Especially
Right.
if you're at your goal weight. Just know she's saying she already hit her weight. The difference is those of us that haven't hit our goal weights and still have work to do. If I'd eat a sweet potato, it'd jack me up for a week. I mean, it would just be one of those, she'll bounce right back. I bet you anything. She will be fine. Her numbers will kick right back in. But that's the difference of being at those goals and having reached that metabolic health level. And some of us just haven't got there. So
Well, I'm not so sure I've reached the metabolic health level yet, because
Okay.
I just checked my, my Dexcom, and I'm at like 115. I don't feel like I ate an egg and some cheese and tacos, like sauce stuff. But I don't feel like it should be that high. And so I'm not down to between my 70 and 90 at all, but
So what that can, what that's saying then is, okay, maybe you hit your goal weight. So the weight has come off, but the metabolic health is still an issue. So that is where staying consistent in it. So it's another thing. Once you hit your weight goal, that is only one metric. And that is not the most important metric. The more important metric is what's going on the inside at the cellular level. So if you still have a high DBR in the morning, I would check it tomorrow morning, see what you are first thing in the morning, check your ketones and do the DBR, and then see what that's doing for you in the mornings and know where you're at. Maybe one of those moments where, okay, you had that sweet potato, your numbers are up a little bit. Figure out maybe tonight it's just up right now because you just now ate and it's coming back down, but you'll know that more by reading that morning number and then make your judgment call from there.
okay.
Good
Thank you.
job. Nice
Yeah.
work. Any questions over on YouTube land?
Nope. Everybody's quiet.
It's quiet. I said, I'm worried we're getting into that summer routine of everybody's ditching out. Nobody wants to meet on the Sunday. So you guys let us know if you don't want to do
It's
groups
Monday, babe.
or Monday nights. So we used to be Sunday night on Monday nights. If you guys, if you want to do this maybe every other week, maybe whatever you guys want to do. If this is too much every week and nobody's just wanting to commit, that's okay too for the summer. I know that. It's hard to do it when everybody's out busy and the weather's nice to enjoy. So if it's something nobody wants to do, we could go every other week or something if that's easier on everybody. So we can kick it around. But right now we're going to get ready for KetoCon. We're Hack Your Health. I gotta learn to say that.
Yeah, Hack Your Health by KetoCon.
Hack Your Health by KetoCon. But does anybody have any questions about KetoCon and Hack Your Health? Anything? What's going on? It's going to be exciting. I know she usually does a virtual thing too. So if you can't go, get the virtual ticket. And the other thing I want to throw out is if I can figure it out and the electronic gods work with me, on my personal page, the one with has my name. If you're a subscriber there, and I know Sue is, and we have
Me.
Lance is surprised. If you're a
Am I
subscriber
on that? Do you know?
I don't know if you're a subscriber over there. It's $1.99 a month. It's just one of those little perk things. And what I'm going to try to do is for my subscribers, we're going to try to do the behind the scenes stuff of Hack Your Health while we're there. So if we get some one-on-one time and just a little input and little surprises, we have some of the coaches and stuff coming over from Dr. Boz's coming over on Saturday night. So we will be all together. It's going to be a fun little meetup. And we did this last year. And it was a great time. Dr. Boz did some teaching with us, and then we got to all just sit and mingle and have some food. So anybody that wants to jump in on that, go over to my name and subscribe that $1.99 subscription.
That's over on her personal
That's
page.
the one with just my name, the Tammy Laubacher, LNT. And it's just one of those, as it grows, we just started that those are certain levels that you reach in Facebook that they give you opportunities. So it's the newest opportunity for me. Just another little way to start growing our platform. So as we do that, and that gets bigger and bigger, we'll put more and more things over there to offer to the subscribers. So right now we might just get a one-on-one with Sue and Lance. So we're good.
Oh, hey now.
But it's going to be fun. So we're hoping to grow that stuff. And then as we do things, I know before, like when Lance and I have traveled to Florida, we have a condo down there. We go down and stay, and we show you how we travel and stay the course. We show you how we go in a quick stop and eat, or how we go into a restaurant and eat, those kind of things. So all those things just pan out, and it's what helps you live it as a lifestyle. It's what helps us stay focused and know that we can go anywhere and do anything and stay on course. There isn't a restaurant we can go into that we can't find something to eat. It may not be our favorite, but I can't think of any place we could go that we can't find something. So we're pretty easy going like that, but we show you how we work it out and we do it. So those are the kind of things we'll add behind the scenes there. A little bit of work coming, but when we get back.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, I told you I went to the square dance convention and I had a guy stay with me because he was my square dance partner. So I fed him breakfast every day. And he is a diabetic, and I've been sending him diabetic stuff to listen to. So he ended up, he wears a Dexcom too. And in the middle of the night, his thing went off. And so the first night he said he didn't sleep much because his numbers kept going so low. So he started stuffing, and he ate all the junk that he brought with him through the night, because that's what has been told to do. And his sugar numbers were like 70. That was really low for him, or so he thought. So anyways, the next night he got some candy, and he wanted to take candy to bed because he didn't want to be waking up like that. And I told him, I said, I think you're defeating the purpose. I said, you're eating healthy stuff in the morning, and then I don't know what he had for lunch and dinner from the convention or whatever, but at night his blood sugars would go down to about 70, and that really freaked him out. So he's putting more sugar in his body, which then puts more up the cortisol, ups the sugar, which is defeating. I mean, he's just adding to his diabetic issue problem, in my opinion. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. You're absolutely right. And the sad part of it is, though, that is what they teach them to do. I just had this problem all weekend with my mother. She's getting dementia to where she can't handle her own numbers anymore. So my dad's trying to do it. Same thing. Her alarm, just got our first one that she's trying the Libra, and got it on her. And the first night, nobody slept because, of course, we put me and my daughter and Lance and everybody in there so the alarms could catch her, because she's bottoming out at night. So the difference of what he's doing is, you're exactly right. He's keeping it high during the day while he's eating. But at night, when that liver is supposed to be cleaning out, to him, it's scaring him because it's way too low, because he's not used to that. But that is the beauty of doing this step by step. And if you missed the beginning, but I'm telling you, we're putting signups for our June classes right now. Get him in, get him signed up and everything, and we will take his chemistry one step through, because if his liver is bottoming out and clean it out at night right now, and he's able to clean that up that fast in an evening like that, good for him. Let's get him back and set the chemistry up right during the day and get his chemistry moving through.
Yep.
Get him in, get him doing it correctly, take care of the problem instead of putting a Band-Aid on it. But you got to convince,
It's hard. It's convincing him, and it's really weird because I had not been around him until this weekend, and we did spend a lot of time together. And when he's talking to me, he's forgetting, can't come up with the words. And it was really noticeable because I think his blood capillaries going to his brain are getting clogged up, or those synapses or whatever are not working. So he can't get I think he's going into dementia in some
Okay.
respect.
Does everybody know that dementia is already being called type 3 diabetes?
Right.
So that is what the next step is. So again, clean it up, get it out of him. I can't beg you enough. Put him over, get him in the free group, get him over in class for June if he'll do it. I mean, step by step working through this process. If you can help him through it, just get him going, but he needs to understand it from the beginning. He can't just jump in and bottom out on all the carbs and not take care of the rest of the problem, because we got to get him switched over from being a sugar burner to being a fat burner. And that requires those beginner steps to do it, so you don't feel awful.
And he doesn't want to do it both ways at the same time.
Yeah.
He needs to either get in the boat or get out of the boat. You can't be in two places at the same time, because that creates a perfect storm. So,
and that's, the sad part of it is that is exactly what they're taught. We took in some foster kids, and she was a type 1, and I will tell you, what they teach these people to do is mind boggling. Like, again, common sense, type 1 is a little bit different, but with type 2, if your insulin is too high, stop putting it in. I mean, I don't care what science you want to call it, keto, carnivore, whatever. If it's too much and it's on overload, the common sense thing is still to just stop putting it in. I mean, and they reverse it, oh, you're way too high, then you're way too low. Well, here, eat some candy by all means and bring it back up high. So we can give you more insulin to bring it down low. Then we can give you more candy to bring it back up high. I mean, it's this all day long. How miserable could we be? Those kind of things. I mean, that's awful. So jump in, let him know if we can help, put him in over in the groups or whatever you can do. We will be keeping that June ad will start running soon. To sign up again, I was saying that you can sign up and hold your spot for June, and the credit card should not be billed until the 27th. So it'll be due then the 27th of May for June classes, because that'll give us those 3 or 4 days there to get everybody in. But
that's on the renewing subscription.
Yeah.
If you're only paying for June and June only, if you're not going to renew, then that payment goes through right then.
You got to run, Olivia. It's good to see you, hon. We'll talk soon. All right.
Bye, Olivia.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Did everybody get that? If you're just paying for June and June only, that payment will come out as soon as you sign up.
I thought we switched them all to come out.
No, we didn't. Nope, just the recurring.
Okay.
So if you want to join and renew every month, that's when you get to save and don't get billed to the 27th.
Okay. All right, guys. Any questions? Nobody over there? We will be putting links out. We will share a lot of things over in the group. So come on in the free group, fill out your numbers under that daily check-in and accountability check. Come on in, fill in, and let us know how we can help you.
Oh, so we're supposed to do something every day on your thing?
Over in the big group is where my free group is. We have a daily accountability chart that posts up every 6 o'clock every morning. And you go over and it just is your DBR. It's your glucose, your ketones, your DBR. And if you're fasting, how many hours you're in and how you're feeling. And we leave those posts up all the time. So what it helps with is you can go in, in a month or two, type your name in and bring up all of your scheduled posts. So you can go in and look and see where your numbers were a month ago, or how you were feeling through your fast. On day 40 or 48 hours, you felt horrible, but then by 72, you felt good. put those notes all in there, and then you'll have it's kind of doing a diary for everybody.
Yep.
It's a way to do a little chart for everybody to refer back to. And anything you're wanting to search, if you want to search a date, all you do is go up to the search bar at the top of that group and put the date in, and it'll bring everything for that date. If you want to go in and put your name in and you just want to see what you did, bring your name up and it'll show you all your posts. So use those tools and stuff and let that be your little checklist of things to take care of in the group so we can refer back to it, help and see. Because sometimes you get discouraged and you're 3 months in and I've been doing this and things aren't happening or whatever. You can go back and see, honestly, see how far your numbers have come in 3 months.
Yep.
You know, it really does.
I have an actual spreadsheet that I do every day when I
Nice.
do my stuff.
Wow.
And I skipped, like I said, last week because of
Yep.
being busy.
Yeah, that's okay. But come on over in the group. We'd love to share. The other cool part about it is everybody over in that group, then we learn from each other's numbers.
Yep.
So I would love to see
From each
Janet
other's numbers, from each other's
experience struggles.
from struggles, losses, wins, all that stuff.
Yeah. And Janet, I'd love to see, especially since you have hit your goal weight, I think there's really cool lessons to be learned in that, because everybody thinks because you're skinny, that means you're healthy. And I love seeing those DBRs of, not that you're not healthy, I don't mean that, but I love seeing that you've hit your weight, but you still have work to do,
Right.
because we all have that friend that is the skinny fat friend, the skinny friend that is still very unhealthy. It doesn't mean because you're skinny, that's not the only metric you want to look at.
Yep.
Skinny doesn't equal healthy. It can, but not necessarily. I would rather have a good DBR and things like that. The weight will happen, but the other things are more important on the inside. I don't want to just lose the water weight and lose all of that and be skinny, but have horrible mitochondrial health.
Right. Right.
So-
And the reason why I got scared when I got down to 130 was because, I looked at my legs. My legs have never been thin. I was always muscular in thigh. And I had skinny legs. And then I took my skin and I have kind of thin skin on my thing, but my legs were getting, gushy, not firm. And so I'm like, stop. I'm going to have saggy skin if I'm not careful, because I don't know if I was eating my muscle and my muscle was going away.
Okay, so Janet, you got great lessons to learn on. So this is awesome. So you're losing that weight, the water weight is coming out. So the next step in that is to make sure you're hitting your macros. You want to get that protein in you. It's the building blocks for muscle. This is where you need to strength train. This is where you need to go for a walk and build muscle. This isn't where you're going to, and then you're going to push forward into those 72-hour fasts, because that's where you're going to hit the autophagy that cleans up the loose skin. So there's a roundabout way of getting to it. Yes, you're going to drop and it's going to get flimsy for a little bit and you're going to do that. But when you hit those 72 hours and when you do 8 weeks of those 72 hours in a row, that's why we put that whole advanced group that we teach over there in just that level. So it's just those people doing those 72s, pushing you to do those 8 weeks of 72s, because that's what cleans up that loose skin. That's what cleans up those broken proteins in the brain for the dementia and things like that. So that is where the magic happens. So we get your chemistry right here and move you into that advanced level, and then we clean it up. But for right now, eat the protein and build a muscle. And you don't have anything to worry about. Your body won't, unless you're not getting the nutrition you need, your body is not going to eat itself. Okay. We got enough access to food. We're not starved. We're not anything. It's just
Your body's smart enough.
Yeah.
My body's what? Enough?
Your body's smart enough.
Oh, right. Yes, it is smart.
right. It knows
Yeah,
exactly how to do it and when to store. So good job. Great questions. Great questions. Anything else? Any questions anybody have? You guys doing good?
Thank you.
What do you guys do when, like, Joe came to me last night and he's tired of eating pork rinds? He wants something crunchy. He's ready to go buy the potato chips and buy the Fritos again. And I said, no. I tried to make some of the keto crackers that Chris at Nashville Cooking does, and he had complaints with those. So what's an idea for a crunchy snack?
I think the easiest one for that is, I love taking just the Parmesan, different types of shredded cheese, put them on a sill pat, melt them down, put a little spices on them, salt them, or you can put some just different spices on them.
Okay.
What flavor he likes, put them in the oven real quick, melt them down. If you let them cool, they will make a nice little salty chip,
crispy chip type
crispy
thing.
kind of thing.
Okay.
But what we worked on in class today was working on breaking those addictions. That's just a want. So it's one
That's
of
what I
the,
thought.
yes,
Yeah.
it's just a want. If he's getting nutrition in him, but he's probably not getting enough nutrition if 3 hot dogs is his one meal.
Well, I'm talking about my husband.
Oh, I
But
thought you said,
yes,
yeah,
no,
okay.
but yes, I don't think he's eating enough because he doesn't eat 2 meals because I don't eat 2 meals.
Okay.
I eat the 1 and 23, I do the 23 and 1. Well, I'm not hungry, but he wants something to snack. I think he needs an extra meal in there.
Yeah.
That's a tough, and snacking is a tough thing. I mean, especially for guys. We're used to, when we were younger, we were able to snack all day and still burn it off and still be, active and it not catch up with us. Now, as we get later in our years, we can't do that, and we don't have any way of breaking that habit until you get along on this journey like this. That's a hard thing to break. I'm a big snacker. I used to be a huge snacker. Now I'm a little snacker. But it is very hard to break. So that's a mindset that you're going to be fine. You don't need a snack. If the crunchy thing is, I'm a cruncher too. I mean, I like something that's crunchy, but I save the pork rinds for the crunchy.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing too. Well, I don't like them. I mean, he was eating maybe a whole bag of Fritos a day before I got him on this. Oh yeah.
Hey, can I make a
So
suggestion?
Sure.
yeah.
I make some kind of pizza crust with shredded chicken and egg and
Ooh.
cook it for 10 or 15 minutes. And then you can make a pizza with the meat toppings and stuff, or you can just have that, break it up and have it as a crust, but you're eating protein because it's chicken and
Yep.
it's an egg. And I also think, for just something that happened to me today, is I ate a little, because of probably being off on this weekend, I ate a little tiny bit of a candy bar, and left the rest of it. But I wanted more. I wanted
Yeah,
more.
as soon as
Yeah.
you open that door, it's Pandora's box.
Right, and it's dopamine, and I was like, I recognize that. I'm like, Janet, you're having a dopamine thing. You like that, but I didn't like the after part of that little bit. But I still wanted to eat that, and so I thought, well, maybe I do doTERRA, so I took a piece of doTERRA gum and started chewing on it. It wasn't as sweet as what that candy bar was, but it certainly gave me some satiety and gave me my mouth moving to satisfy whatever it was that my brain was telling me. So
Okay. But I want to help you work through that in a little healthier of a way, because if you're putting sweetness back on your tongue like that, you just stimulated that craving again. You just stimulated that addiction again. So with him, we're trying to break those addictions. We're trying to break down those addictions. We don't want to stimulate it. So when you take that bite of a candy bar, if you don't have control of that, and that's your addiction and that's your dopamine response that you're craving, as soon as you took a bite of it, it's the same thing as taking the alcoholic to the bar and saying, just have a beer, you'll be okay. That's not okay, because that just stimulated it again in your brain, gave you that dopamine response. And now you, just like you said, you wanted more. So you don't want to jump to that. So when he's having a salty or a crunchy craving, do a salty or a crunchy, but a salty or crunchy that's not going to stimulate that dopamine response and wanting that. The next thing in it is, if you're wanting enough that you're eating a whole bag of something, or, a snack or a treat or something like that should be a little bit, not a bag of pork rinds, not a bag. If he's wanting something that much, then he needs to eat a meal.
Yep.
Eat a meal, not snack. Put more protein, put more fat.
And that could tell you too that he is not getting enough fat if he's actually switched over, because if he's still hungry, he's not getting enough fat.
Yeah, I keep trying to tell him that, and I can't even get him to eat the extra. Well, I could get him to eat extra butter with eggs and like that. So yeah, I know that's the nutrition thing that we're not dealing with.
Yeah.
So I've got to figure out a way to do that.
And
He
may just need that second meal for a while yet.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because he started out right about 230 and he weighed the other day and the little snot pot is 189.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice work. Nice work.
Okay, now here's something that happened to me, and my fat burner machine got turned on really quick, and it went fast enough that I couldn't get enough. I wasn't hitting my macros like I should. At one point I needed 270 grams of fat per day
Wow.
just to run on. That's
Oh
not
my.
that's not any exertion. That's not any physical activity on top of that. That was just my macros to get through the day.
How'd you
So-
figure that?
Well, that was your activity too, included in that. For your
Okay.
daily, because you were, but just know the difference of that. He runs so hard all day. So it takes into that account his energy expenditure because his is crazy.
But I wasn't hitting that at all. And we
Yeah.
used chronometer to figure that out.
So
Okay.
chronometer will give you that. But when
Yep.
you start putting all those numbers in,
If you're not hitting
yeah.
them, once you turn that machine on, he will be hungry. I mean, and that's one thing that I had to get through to her. I was hungry
It's like then something's off.
because I wasn't hitting those macros correctly.
Okay. I haven't set up his chronometer because he doesn't record anything.
Right.
And he doesn't check his ketones in blood. Every once in a while, I have him do it just because I want to know where he's at.
Right.
Right.
And that'll happen down the road as long as he's dropping right
Yeah.
now. Ride that wave as long as you can. When he
That's
stalls,
what I figured. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I really thought is he's not getting enough to eat.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm going to start making him eat 2 meals a day instead of snacks.
And you can make sure that he's getting enough fat per meal for his bite that he is taking. Make sure that it is enough of a bite. You know what I'm saying? So he's getting, you try to get as much fat in that one bite as you can. So that way he has enough. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And which is going to be different than your.
Oh, yeah.
in your
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah.
It'll definitely
Okay.
do. But trying to
Well-
work through those addictions is huge. So that is
Yeah.
the long-term brain health in it, is learning to work through the addiction, and breaking snacking is huge. So another thing I would encourage you to get a journal. Having when he's wanting to snack, there's usually something else going on. Is he bored? Is he tired? Is he ticked off? A lot of us is it's pure boredom. Get up and do something then.
Yeah.
It's a mindset.
Go do, it's a mindset. If he's hungry enough that he needs to snack, then he's hungry enough to eat a meal.
Okay. That's what I kind of thought. I was trying to work through this. So,
She'll ask me that all the time. She really will. I'll go to she'll hear me open up the fridge or something. She says, "Are you hungry or are you just bored?"
You
Yeah,
have that
well,
sign
that's
in your
what-
fridge?
yeah.
What's that?
Or do you have that sign in your fridge?
Yeah, absolutely.
absolutely we do.
Yes, we do. Our fridge has an iPad on the one side, and across the whole iPad, it says, "You're not hungry, you're bored, shut the damn door."
Yep.
So,
Yeah. Well, that's why we went for the walk this afternoon, because I knew we were just bored. And if it rains tomorrow, we won't be able to get outside and do anything. So here we go again.
Umbrella.
yep.
Umbrella.
Yeah, well, it's true.
You look
Hey,
like-
Okay.
on that chicken and egg thing that I make, you could also, after you do that, slather it with butter and have him eat that.
Yep.
So, because that, I
True.
mean, all my euchre folks that I made that pizza for them, and they thought it was regular stuff. And I said, no, it's chicken and egg. And they're like, really?
Put a little Parmesan cheese in that too, and it's
Perfect.
amazing. It's really good.
Okay.
I had Parmesan, I had pepper jack, I had sausage and
Yeah.
pepperoni. I mean, it looked like a real pizza.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
and it had it had a sauce with what I have some kind of thing. I got the fair, which is just some kind of makes it spicy. So you can make your own taco sauce, basically.
One of those
Okay.
things when you're trying to work through the snacks too, is if you're making sure you're hitting those fat macros and your protein macros, and you're hitting those in 2 good solid meals, then you know when something hits, then it's just his mind game. Then it's just the I wants. It's not the I need. If you've got 2 good solid meals in you with proteins and fats, then if the snack thing comes around later, then it's just an I want. Then you know you need to work. That's when you need to push and say, let's work through this. You know,
Okay.
that's where there's a difference of if he wasn't getting the nutrition or he wasn't getting enough proteins and fats in him, then he possibly is hungry. And sometimes people have a really hard time differentiating between hunger and wanting.
Yep.
So
Well, yeah, from somebody that's never had to lose weight or never been heavy,
Yep.
it's hard.
absolutely.
It's really hard.
It is.
I know you looked with the beginner group and went into their chronometer and made sure their settings were right. Can you do that for me?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Put your email. I think
Yeah.
I have the chronometer post over into the advanced group too. If I don't, I will do that.
I don't know.
I need your email. Did you set it up with the password I gave you, or did you already have it set up?
I probably had it set up. I don't know.
Okay, just text me your email that you use to sign in and your password, and I'll sign in and do it for you. And
Okay,
check.
yeah, I want to make sure I am not meeting my fat. I know I'm not meeting my fat requirements at all for what I've got set anyway.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
send that to me and I'll check that tomorrow for you.
okay, I appreciate it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. How are we doing over there? Everybody
Hey.
good?
Yep, everybody's good.
All right, guys, you have a great night. We will see everybody next week again. Get over in that group, put your numbers in there, share your ups and downs, because just remember, in that big group over there, those are the places where there's always somebody behind you to learn from your mistakes or the things you're struggling with. And there's always people you can be learning from. So there's what, 1,400 people over there. So that's a lot of people that you can learn from and grow with. And we just encourage you, get over there, keep that conversation going, share and learn. That is the best way that's going to heal your brain, is to stay with like-minded people, talking through the struggles, talking through the wins, talking through all of that and celebrating each other. So we just love it. So come on in, say hi, and we'll see you next week, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good week.